In 1912, Bulgaria, Serbia, Greece, and Montenegro united against the Ottoman Empire. This alliance, known as the Balkan League, aimed to divide and seize the Ottoman territories in Europe. The Ottoman Empire, however, was already exhausted from the Italo-Turkish War and struggling with internal political instability. Military reforms were ongoing, but command unity was weak and mobilization plans were incomplete. The war began in October 1912 with Montenegro's attack. Soon after, the other Balkan states opened new fronts. Bulgarian forces advanced rapidly in Thrace, defeating Ottoman troops at Kirk-Kilise, Kirklareli, and Lüleburgaz. Serbian forces achieved a decisive victory at Kumanovo, opening the way to Macedonia. Greek troops entered Thessaloniki and expanded along the Aegean coast. The Ottoman army was forced into retreat, and the defensive line fell back to Çatalca, dangerously close to Istanbul. For the first time in centuries, the capital was under serious threat. Edirne, Adrianople, endured a long siege, but fell to Bulgarian forces in March 1913. The loss caused deep shock within Ottoman society. Centuries of Ottoman dominance in the Balkans were collapsing within months. Meanwhile, Albania declared its independence, further reshaping the political landscape of the region. On May 30th, 1913, the Treaty of London was signed. The Ottoman Empire lost all territories west of the Midye-Enes line. This marked the near-total end of Ottoman presence in Europe. However, disagreements over the division of conquered lands soon triggered another conflict. Bulgaria, dissatisfied with its share of Macedonia, turned against its former allies. In June 1913, Bulgaria attacked Serbia and Greece, starting the Second Balkan War. Romania joined the war against Bulgaria from the north. Taking advantage of the situation, the Ottoman Empire advanced into eastern Thrace and recaptured Edirne. This victory carried significant military and symbolic importance. On August 10, 1913, the Treaty of Bucharest forced Bulgaria to accept heavy territorial losses. Shortly after, the Treaty of Constantinople between the Ottoman Empire and Bulgaria officially returned Edirne and Kirklareli to Ottoman control. However, Macedonia, Kosovo, and Western Thrace remained lost. One of the most dramatic consequences of the Balkan Wars was the massive demographic shift. Hundreds of thousands of Turks and Muslims were forced to migrate from the Balkans to Anatolia. Along the migration routes, many suffered from disease, hunger, and violence. Anatolian cities received large waves of refugees, deeply transforming the social structure. These migrations would later shape the demographic and cultural foundation of modern Turkey. Militarily, the wars exposed the structural weaknesses of the Ottoman army. Logistical failures, poor communication, and political interference accelerated defeat. Yet the experience also highlighted the urgent need for reform. Younger officers began taking greater responsibility, paving the way for further military restructuring in the years ahead. Politically, the consequences were profound. The Committee of Union and Progress strengthened its grip on power. The balance of power in the Balkans shifted dramatically. Serbia's expansion in particular alarmed Austria-Hungary. Tensions escalated across the region, and in 1914, the assassination in Sarajevo would ignite the First World War. The Balkans once again became the epicenter of global conflict. Economically, the Ottoman Empire suffered severe losses. The Balkans had been among its most productive agricultural and commercial regions. Losing these lands reduced state revenues, disrupted trade routes, and forced the empire to adopt a defensive strategy centered on Anatolia. The Balkan Wars were not merely military defeats for the Ottoman Empire. They represented a psychological and societal rupture. The loss of Rumelia, territories held for over 5 centuries, deeply shook the imperial identity. This period marked one of the most critical turning points shaping both the empire's final years and the emergence of modern Turkey. Between 1912 and 1913, these two short but devastating wars redrew the map of southeastern Europe. Borders shifted, alliances collapsed, and new rivalries emerged. The storm that began in the Balkans would, within a year, expand into a global war that reshaped the entire world. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more historical documentaries.